welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing all your amazing feedback and comments. Keep them coming. Again, I love reading your comments and responding to them. In today's video, I'm going to be showing and sharing with you my blood test results. One question that a subscriber had was, how do you read your levels when you get your copy of your blood results? So like I mentioned in previous videos, I always ask for a photocopy of my blood results from the doctor because I like to hold on to all of those and kind of understand what is happening in my body. So today I have some blood results from March, and I'm going to show and explain to you how to read them, what they mean, and specifically when you're looking at the nutrients and vitamin levels related to heavy periods or your menstrual cycle, I'll point out the key ones that you want to be paying attention to. First of all, again, I just want to thank you for the amazing comments and messages that you guys are sending me. I never thought that by me sharing my period story would relate to so many of you out there. I know recently I got a message from Vivian. She was struggling with heavy periods and she shared her story saying that she got the iron injections and that really helped her. So thank you, Vivian, for sharing that. So when you ask for a photocopy of your blood result, it could look a little bit different on depending what clinic you go to and how your blood work results are set up. I just put these sticky notes here to cover my personal information. So this is one of the pages, and I wanted to show you what your iron level will look like on your blood result. So here I have the ferritin. Actual levels were actually taken in December. So when you're looking at your iron, you want to look for the word ferritin. So if we follow the ferritin, the result is a 9. Now, if you look in the reference interval here, which is the normal range, you can see that normal ferritin levels are supposed to be between 11 and 307. Now that's a huge gap. I think personally 11 is still very low, but ideally you want to be at least in the 30s, 40s, or 50s for women. So this is what my ferritin level was. It was a 9, and that is very, very low. Next thing you want to look at is your B12. So your B12 helps you with your energy, with your emotional state. It's a really important vitamin level that you want to make sure is balanced in your body. Now, if you look at my B12 level, so the result was 334, and again, the reference range is between 133 and 675. Now, when I went to see the naturopath told me that the healthy B12 level is supposed to be 500 and over. So 334 is still a little bit low. It's not as low as my ferritin, but ideally, according to the naturopath, you want it to be over 500. So this is, I just wanted to show you my iron, which would be indicated as ferritin, and the vitamin B12 on here. Now, if you look below here, TSH is for your thyroid. So a lot of the times women will have symptoms of either a hyperactive thyroid or a hypoactive thyroid, and this can really affect the hormonal levels in the body. It can affect and can cause a lot of imbalanced symptoms. So if you look, my thyroid is a 1.46. The healthy range, again, is 0.34 to 5.6. So at the highest, it's a 5. Mine is a 1.4. So mine is in the range, but again, it's such a big range, it's really hard to determine whether it should be a little bit higher or not. So these are the 3 biggest hormone indicators. Now I'm going to go and look at some vitamin results. So again, this is what the page looks like, the printed page. And as you can see, these are all of some vitamin results. Now, vitamin K is a really important vitamin to help with the blood. So if your vitamin K levels are low, then you could be experiencing heavy bleeding and your body can have trouble with blood clots and that sort of thing. So if we look at my vitamin K level, K is 3.5 and the normal range is 3.5 to 5.1. So my vitamin K is literally on the lowest mark, the lowest cutoff mark before it's considered deficient. So ideally, I would like to get my vitamin K level up a little bit, and that could be also playing a role in the heavy bleeding and the blood clotting, which is not happening during my menstrual cycle. And then these again are all other vitamins. If you want me to go through all of these, I can in another video, but today I just wanted to specifically go through the ones that are related to heavy periods and hormones. Now, just on a little bit of a side note, this is the third page, but I wanted to show you also that I got tested for celiac, so for an autoimmune disease, which is Crohn's disease, celiac, that sort of thing. So when you get those tests done, they're gonna test for the autoimmune antibodies in the body. So specifically the IgA antibody, that's what they're looking for when you have symptoms of Crohn's or celiac. So if we look at my IgA, it's a 1.3. So anything less than a 2 is considered that you're not a gluten intolerant or you have Crohn's. Now just remember, this is through the blood test. So if you think you have celiac or you think you might be allergic to gluten, you can get the standard blood test, which will test the autoimmune antibody. Now, a lot of the times this test will show up negative. So that means that unless you're very high celiac and high intolerant to gluten, it'll mostly show up fine on these blood tests. The only true way to determine whether you have celiac or an autoimmune disease, which could also contribute to irregular menstrual cycles and heavy periods and all of that, is to do a biopsy. A biopsy happens and they take a piece out and they determine through that procedure whether you are confirmed celiac or have Crohn's. I hope that this video helped. I wanted to involve you in how to read blood results because a lot of the times people don't even bother getting their own blood results or photocopies of it. They just assume and they go by what the doctor says. Again, what I've realized is that there is quite a large range when it comes to determining the healthy and the normal range. It's quite large. So I like to really get down to knowing the exact numbers of the levels in my body and know how I can help to get them balanced. Now, the reason why I talked about celiac in here is that because sometimes if you are celiac or you have Crohn's disease or you're having trouble absorbing the nutrients in your body, you could be taking and eating all the right things, all the right iron, all the B12, everything that is good for you, but your body is just not absorbing the nutrients. So it's just flushing right through your system. So it's important to check if there is any other underlying reason why you couldn't, maybe you're not absorbing the vitamins or the nutrients. And that's why I had the celiac blood test done. But again, normally it turns out negative. And then also the key indicators that you want to be looking at when you're getting your physical exam through your doctor, anything related to hormones, would be your ferritin level, your B12 level, your thyroid, and vitamin K if you have the heavy periods. Because if you're low in vitamin K, a lot of the symptoms are heavy periods. I hope that this video helped. If you're deficient in any of these vitamins, or if you've noticed that you are deficient in anything and you're working on getting those levels up to feel better, please leave a comment below, share your story. If you found this video helpful, leave me a comment below. Again, I can do another one explaining what all of those short form letters and numbers mean. I love reading and responding to your comments. Again, thank you so much guys for following me along. As you can see, I really want to help you feel better. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next one.